It doesn't matter how much tired I am or how free I am after school. It doesn't matter if it's the weekend. It doesn't matter if the day has just ended and I came home from school. It doesn't matter if it's the literal holidays and I have 2 months to spend by myself. I will always continue doing the same routines over and over again. You will never see me have a 0 day. Well, yeah, sure. Sometimes outside circumstances will come in, but you cannot really do anything about that. But still, I will be like a bullet, charging forward like there's no tomorrow. I will continue making progress until the end of my days. I will continue doing the same routines over and over again, because that in and itself will bring me to my desired reality, like it has already done. You see, even during my winter break, I never slowed down on my good habits, and in fact, I even found a couple of new, very strong ones that I still do 1 month later, and which I am really proud of until this day. And so, the same routine that I did during my winter break was very simple actually. I used to wake up at 5 a.m., record these videos. I used to exercise a little. I used to meditate a little. I was discovering new ways of meditation at that time, even. I was gratitude journaling. And all of this happened until like 5:30 a.m. And after that, it was time to be active in online communities and to go work with some of my buddies on this huge project that we were working on behind the scenes that could bring us a lot of money. And so I went there and oh boy, it was always a blast to be there. The calls that we had, dude, the bonding moments, the jokes that we told, it was amazing. And that lasted for around 1.5 hours, I would say, before I would get a certain number of activities and I would fulfill my role for the day. I would get my knowledge that I wanted and I would and I would move forward like a charging bullet. After that, it was the time to go watch some anime for a change, which is something that I really enjoy doing. And it can give you a lot of life lessons if you know where to look and how to actually watch the anime in the first place instead of just looking at the memes and being a donkey and actually taking notes from the social interactions that happen in there. Because watching an anime is nothing short of reading a fantasy novel, if you know what I'm talking about. It's the same thing. It is just in visual form so you can understand it better. It's just that many people on the internet, they don't look past, the scene things. They only see the see things and they don't see the deeper messages, if you know what I'm saying. So it can be really beneficial for your growth as a man on self-evolution. After that, I had a break and I started jumping on my trampoline. It is a good way of me to recharge my brain and a good way to actually clear it of all of the thoughts and prepare it for the next activity. You know how when you're at a restaurant and you're eating some kind of a very spicy and very salty meal, and then after that you want to have the dessert. So how do you quickly switch up your tastes so that they don't combine together and they don't make this mess in your mouth? Well, of course, you drink water, right? You have basically this like uh, Asian thing. I forgot what it's called, but basically you put it on your tongue and it like clears everything, like each and every single taste from your mouth, basically, so that your tastes are completely neutralized and ready for the next meal to be taken. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. After that, I would used to watch all of these manifestation videos and some educational videos along the way, like some courses that I just unlocked and some courses that I really worked hard for, and then after that, I would have my lunch, and then I would basically do the same lubricant activity where I would refresh my brain, and then I would just watch some documentaries for the rest of the day. No 0 days allowed. What is very interesting about this routine is that I always do it, no matter what. It doesn't matter how undisciplined I am each and every single day. It doesn't matter how unmotivated I feel like. It doesn't matter just how much I don't feel like doing it. I always come back to it. Even if I cannot do it to 100% of its potential because I have school, of course, I still manage to do some of it. I still read some manga which I'm reading right now, yeah. And I still watch all of those manifestation videos or some educative videos in general. I still watch some of the documentaries and I still read some books from time to time. So, what causes me to do all of this? What helped me so much to be a god of my schedule? Well, my friend, let's break this down. What is the reason for why you do all of your negative habits that drive you away from fulfilling your schedules to the fullest? What is the reason why you play video games for, or why you scroll on social media for hours on end without seeing any end results? It's because you have a strong emotional charge for it. You already know the you already know about the concepts of dopamine, for example, how it drives your motivation to new highs, and then it suddenly crashes and you don't feel like continuing whatsoever. Yeah, those are strong emotional charges. And when you have all of these activities that you do each and every single day that fulfill you, like this productive routine that I have each and every single day, basically like that I do when I'm free and when I don't have something else to do, like going to the gym or visiting someone, when you have all of these activities that you like doing, you will never want to stop because you know that in the end they are driving you towards a better reality, towards a better future. A more fulfilling one, that be. And when you have a strong emotional charge for it, when you know that it brings you so much joy that when you're doing it, you feel like you're so mindful and you're learning so much just by passively indulging in it. You don't even have to think and do it actively. All you need to do is just be there and you intake information just like that, passively. And you aren't even there 50% of the time, but you're still getting so much out of it. That is a strong emotional charge for something. Let's break it down. I, for example, do boxing in my free time. Alright, I have a punching bag, and I have a lot of videos that I watch in my spare time that help me to box. And so, of course, what is the main emotion that drives me forward when it comes to boxing? Yeah, well, it isn't discipline anymore since I already have a lot of it. And it isn't motivation, certainly. Well, you could say that it's motivation, but yeah, it is mainly the desire for me to want to protect my future family. Of course, boxing isn't enough, and I really know that. Boxing is like a stepping stone, you know? Of course, I'm gonna eventually scale it up to kickboxing, then karate, then Muay Thai boxing or whatever. You know, you understand all of these different martial arts. Then, of course, I have musical instruments that I play each and every single day, which is, for example, an ukulele that I play, which isn't really a strong habit of mine, but I still do it because it brings me joy. And then, of course, I'm gonna eventually. Right now, I am learning how to play London Bridge is Falling Down, and eventually, I'm gonna scale it up to more complex songs, like, for example, 12th Street Drag from SpongeBob. I know it is a goofy song, but it is very good, and it is actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to start learning how to play the ukulele in the first place. Of course, the deeper desire for all of this was that I could impress the people around me. Like, of course, who doesn't play musical instruments? Just not for the sole reason to satisfy the people around them. But of course, it is for my own fulfillment in the first place. It is for my own sense of progress. And that's why I like to do it so much too. And also, I have a strong emotional charge for all of these different big habits that I do each and every single day, which is like reading the anime, reading the manga, watching those documentaries, watching those educational videos, reading books from time to time. Of course, they bring me a sense of progress that I really like, and that brings me a lot of joy and a lot of new thoughts, which is, of course, a strong emotional charge in on itself. And oh boy, you have this huge engine that drives you forward. You have this like huge powerful machine uh, that you are. And when you put this strong emotional charge in there, which isn't motivation by the way, you completely rely on these positive emotions to drive you forward. It is a positive feedback loop, right? You invest your positive energy into it, and then you get positive energy back in return because you can see instant progress from you learning something. So it is a perpetual positive feedback loop that keeps you going each and every single day. But of course, too much of everything is bad. And of course, if you keep your mobile phone running forever without ever, well, let's say that you have a supercharger that can charge it like forever, of course, it's still gonna collapse because it is gonna die from heat, right? It's gonna exhaust itself eventually. And that's exactly what will happen to you. I often think to myself, bro, why do we have to sleep for 8 hours every single day? That's so useless. I can use up that time for so much productivity. And yet I fail to realize the one and only reason why I do and have those moments in the day where I just do nothing and jump on my trampoline. You need to have this lubricant, this water that cools down the machine that you are, that cools down your brain and allows different thoughts to enter it. Because if you constantly just focus on work, 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 then of course it's not gonna work eventually and you're gonna collapse. You're gonna feel demotivated afterwards. Even the positive emotions won't work anymore. And yeah, you need that lubricant from time to time, which you will get from sleep, and you will also get it from digesting information whilst you're jumping on the trampoline or just doing nothing. It can be also like going into nature. You understand what I'm trying to say. Just basically take like 45-minute breaks, or you can also do like 20-minute breaks. It depends. It is a purely subjective thing. For me, like 20 to 45 minutes is completely enough of just jumping on my trampoline or on my fitness ball, or just sitting there and thinking about all of the things that I have just learned, trying to put myself in a mood for the different thing that I'm just about to do. So, like for example, if I continue, for example, if I finished reading that manga for today and I'm about to watch that manifestation videos, of course, those are two completely different energies that I have to, adapt myself to. So, of course, I need at least like 30 minutes to completely digest all of the information that I just learned from that manga. And then I spend like 15 minutes just trying to get myself into the mood of manifestation, for example, right? You just cannot switch between them instantly just like that. You need to wait a little bit, okay? So this is how you become a god at your schedule. You rely on strong emotions and positive ones that will bring you progress from the things that you wish to accomplish. And then after that, you need to cool your engine down by actually sleeping, which is an activity where you just do nothing. And then of course, through the acti- through the relaxation tactics, like you, for example, don't do anything, or you go into nature, or you jump on your trampoline, whatever. Just anything that can act as a lubricant to your brain so that you don't overheat yourself. Okay? If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood bonded brothers with whom you can talk about any kind of topic and any kind of life lesson that you wish, and they will give you life advice on it like there's no tomorrow. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and wanting to take action, that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, harness it and join us on the path towards greatness. I know that you'll find your place in there, unlike with the 99% of people that don't bring you anything in life and only keep you in negative feedback loops that you don't like. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you want, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free book about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you like the most and which part of the video you will implement into your daily life. If you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee success in the short term and in the long term by mending your mental health and bring you on the right path, no matter what, no matter the life test, no matter the goal, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Readers Mindsets in the description. It is truly something life changing, and you would be an absolute fool to miss out, especially with the discount that is happening over there right now. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you